Before we start this video, I just wanted to say a quick thank you for choosing to watch this video. It's not easy putting these videos together, so I do appreciate you being here and choosing to watch. So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. If you like the video, share it with your friends, share it with your family, anyone who supports Tottenham. All right, let's go. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the channel, Tottenham Away Ole Ole. We're back. We're back. Hope you're good. Smash the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. It begins again. Season 26-27, the new era, apparently the new Enoch, the De Zerbi era begins. It's our first friendly of the pre-season. We're playing MK DONS in about 1 hour's time. We're going to be covering the whole game live watch along. And we're also going to be talking all things Tottenham before then. So I hope you're good. I hope you're well. And I hope you're looking forward to today's game. I haven't got the starting lineup yet. So if anyone can get a hold of it, could you send me a link so that I can put it up on the screen? Because it would be good to share it. The game is starting at 7 p.m, guys, unless I'm wrong. It's starting, sorry, not 7 p.m. It's starting at 5 p.m. UK time, which is in an hour's time. So this is just a warm-up to the game. Say hello to a few people, actually, whilst we try and get the starting lineup. Keldanage, big up, mate from Greece. Big up to you. Wasn't the game starting now? No, it starts in 1 hour's time. Is it working? What is working? Tell me what you think isn't working. Big up to Leo _double FVV. Where is the starting 11? I don't know. If anyone's got the starting 11, can you send me a link? Because I tried to find it and I couldn't find it. Big up Tony Rodriguez. How you doing? Hope you're good. Eugene in the house. Hi, everyone. Big up Coys. If we start the season with Slank and Richie, I'm going to lose my shit. Listen, no comment. No comment. I've been talking about a lot of things and everyone's become a sheep. Everyone's just following each other, copying the same thing. So I'm not going to say anything on that. Mark Taylor in the house. How you doing, buddy? Big up. Hope you're doing well. Delhi 2026, easy Stellagis Bosbame. I'm doing well. How are you doing? No striker as yet. Yeah, we still haven't sorted out that front line. It's a little bit concerning. Love the stream layout. Welcome to the cave. Welcome to the cave. By the way, I will be eating during the show because it's 6 p.m. here and I haven't eaten all day and I need to eat something. Otherwise, I'm going to faint. But it's not just a sandwich. Look, I'm quite healthy. I've got blueberries. We've got walnuts. Come on now. Come on now. Let me just quickly send the link out to a few people because they might want to jump on the show just to do the pre-show chat. Guys, has anyone got a link for the starting 11? Because I still can't find it. John Chivers, Gilzine, big up still. Hope you're good. Hope you're good too. Drop kick teacher. They're now saying we're wanting to sell Phillips. I mean, well, Phillips has never played for us, so I don't understand why he's still at the club. Unless Mikey Moore really goes off, we aren't going to have another Kane. Or guys, I'm going to talk to you about the academy in a minute because I've been arguing with a lot of people about the academy. For me, the academy, it's not what they say it is. Just shut it down or just convert it into what it really is, a mini market for selling young football players. But we'll get into it. It's a good conversation to have. What time is kickoff? If you're in the UK, the kickoff is 5 p.m. If you're in the UK. Josh Caris just got back from Paphos a few days ago. Oh, you should have got in touch with me. Lovely place you call home. Is there anything you're looking to learn from today's game? I'm looking to learn a little bit about the style of play. Because I don't think you can learn anything else. No strawberries. Not today. Big up still. Set up looking nice. Thank you, Jeff. yeah, look, I will try and get the that starting 11. Let me just put out this link to everyone. I'll tell you what we're going to do, just to start with. Let's talk about a couple of topics that are going on. We've been linked to a couple of players. I don't know if you've seen. So we've been linked to this guy here, Jean-Matteo Bahoa. Now, he's a winger, and my concern is, okay, his output and his stats are worse than Matisse Tell. Okay. So if we're going to go after another youngster to play on the left wing, and he's got worse stats than Matisse Tell, there is no point in signing this guy. There is none. There is 0 point in signing this guy. He has worse stats than Matisse Tell. And you know me, I'm not here to defend Matisse Tell, but I can't pretend that it's okay to sign this Bahoa guy when Matisse Tell is better. There is no logic in it. But apparently we're linked with him. We're also linked with Andreas Schürrle. He's not bad. He's not bad. But I'm concerned about bringing players from Portugal that aren't proven. He does have international pedigree. But again, 50 million. 50 million. It's another risk, isn't it? It's another risk. These aren't proven entities. They're not proven players that, you know, we can have confidence in, that they're going to come in and they're going to do the business. So I'm not against it, right? I'm not against it, people. I'm not saying, no, don't sign him. I'm just saying this seems very risky. Again, another risk. And I think there's only so many risks you can take. Now, this isn't a risk. Now, this makes perfect sense to me. Apparently, we want Pedro Neto. Now, Pedro Neto, Premier League proven, did the business at Wolves, did the business at Chelsea. This is a top player. I'm all for signing Pedro Neto. The only concern is he has a history of being injured. So is that what we want? Or is he past that? It's going to come down to the medical team, which we don't really trust too much, but we do have new medical people in the club now. There's been a recent wave of new staff that has joined the club. So maybe he's past that, right? But if you're looking, you know, if we're looking at Bahoa, if we're looking at Schürrle, and we're looking at Neto, for me, the only one I have confidence in is Neto. Neto is the only one that I have confidence in us seeing an instant impact and someone that's going to do really well at Tottenham Hotspur. Just sharing the link to some people in case you want to come on. You know, what's your thoughts on this, guys? Where are you at with this? Bruno G has rejected Arsenal and gone to Liverpool. Wow. Wow. And people said to me that Liverpool weren't going to sign any more players under Iriola. I told people, and I repeat, before the season starts, watch out for Liverpool this year with Iriola. They're going to be dynamite. And I've been telling everyone, but everyone's sleeping on that. Score predictions, mate. I haven't seen the starting 11 yet, buddy. I need to see starting 11. Agreement reached. Stel, how is AI company going? Sorry, mate. We've only just started, so ask me this question in 6 months. Thanks for asking, though. Another French bullshit player. Listen, I'm not saying no to Bahoa, Tony. I'm just saying very risky, and he's worse statistically than Tell. It doesn't make sense. 100% agree, Stel. Just get Nusa. Now, see, I did a video on Nusa. If you look back 2-3 weeks, I did a video, a 20-minute video, all the data, all the analytics on Nusa. Noosa. Now, that's a player that's on the up. That's a player that we should have bought 2 years ago. I think we did try, actually, but he had an injury issue, didn't he, from what I understand. If we're going after Eintracht Frankfurt player, it should be Fares, Chabali, or Can Uzen. Well, apparently we're not linked to any of those. So good afternoon to the 2 marks in the house. Rich S. Man, rubbish players are 60 million. These, I know, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. We should have bought Salios earlier. I know. But he's gone to the Arsenal. The Savia deal is dragging on. Listen, something's not right with that deal, guys. Something just doesn't add up with that deal. Does he want to come to Spurs? I'm not convinced. I'm also okay with Neto, but not for 60 million. It's 40 to 50 million. Was there a price mentioned? There's no price mentioned, just verbal agreement. So I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. Where the hell is the lineup? I don't know. I'm just looking at Spurs play now. Seeing if there's anything on there. The game's live on Spurs play, by the way, in case anyone's interested. What is this doing? Now Spurs play's playing that. I'll come and sort that out in a minute. Tel starts ahead of Bahoa in the France under-21 squad. I mean, what more do you need to know, right? By the way, we've got 116 in the building. Smash a like, subscribings, notifications. Thank you, everyone. Underwhelming. That's the left wingers we have been linked with. Phil, where have you seen that? Okay, little conversation going on in the chat. Big up Stel. Neto would be a great backup to Kudus. Neto would be good in the starting 11. We need goals. Don't want wingers that can't score. Spot on, Scotland. Spot on. Proven players, not gambles. I agree. Something that I've been saying as well. I was on board with Neto, but the ITK that posted about Neto has removed all of his tweet. Okay, yeah. So it's all nonsense. Where did Ornstein say Bruno's going to Liverpool? Not on Twitter. I don't know. Maybe someone in the chat is trolling me. Wouldn't be the first time. They're not selling Neto for below 60. MK Don's lineup is out. That's great, but does anyone care? We want to see the Tottenham lineup. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you, long baller feeder. I know nothing about MK Don, so I'm not even going to pretend that I know what's going on with the MK Dons. Where's the freaking Spurs lineup? What's going on? Our media teams normally bang on it. Do you have to watch it on Spurs play, or is there a stream? I only know about Spurs play, so I'm sure there's going to be some kind of stream somewhere in the depths of the internet. Bruno G linking up with Isak again. They're going to cook. Has anyone seen the link to this? Because people are saying that they can't find a link to the Bruno going to Liverpool. Ornstein hasn't said anything about Brent. There you go. There's another person saying nothing's been said. Looks to me, if we want goals from a winger, then Rashford is our man, but he needs to park that ego. I don't think Spurs are going to go for Rashford. Would you direct swap Neto for Romero? I want to keep Romero, but he wants out, so my answer is yes. I would direct swap. Why is everyone a backup to someone? Why not? It's true. What happened to healthy competition, right? What happened to having players that all fight to start? It's a great, listen, that's a great, very simple, but very great comment. Alfie Hall, big up, my man. As much as this window has been good so far, if we don't get a number 9 of real quality, then the window can be no higher than a 4 out of 10. Tell that to the people that Rome wasn't built in a day. Be patient, massive. We need fucking goals ASAP. Yeah. Afternoon still, surely we can do better than Richarlison. Listen, I'm telling you, right, when I was saying Stellegation, everyone said to me, if we stay up, we're going to get rid of Lange and Solanke's going to go and Richie's going to go. And I was the only one saying it. If we stay up, I don't think Lange is going to go. He's still here. And I don't think Solanke or Richie are going to go either. And look where we are right now. They're both here and Lange is here. So it is what it is, people. We just have to trust that De Zerbi is going to kick some ass behind the scenes. He's going to open up a can of Italian whoop ass and start giving some special people's elbow to the recruitment team and get some freaking attackers in that can score goals, you know. Let's hope the Zerbi can cook. Get me Mamouche, 100%. 100% Mamouche. Big up official Shawn Michael. Just as I did the people's elbow, Shawn Michael, the WWF legend, comes in. Rashford would be less of a gamble. I agree. Big up, Stel. Big up to you, Capone. Anyone in the chat good? Got a good website? Right, you lot can sort that amongst yourselves. Big up to Tin Man 007 with a super chat. Respect. We need a top striker, but who? Listen, I don't think we necessarily need a top striker, although Osherman, that's one. What we need are 3 players across the front that between them can score about 40 to 50 goals. So if you've got 2 wingers that can get between 10 to 12 goals, you're halfway there. Then if you can get 1 person up front that can get you 20 goals, and if the 2 number 10s can get 10 goals each or 8 goals each, collectively, we can do it, right? If collectively we can get the goals, we don't need 1 talisman. That's the approach I think we should take. So only sign players that play on the left, that play on the right, that play up front, and play in the 10 that can score goals. If they can't score goals, what are we doing? Like, where do we think we're going to end up doing that? So I get what you're saying. Who is the top striker we should sign? Just get an array of players that play in an attacking role that can score goals. And when we add up all those goals together, plus the centre-backs are going to get a few goals, and then Porro pops up with a couple. Before you know it, we've got the goals we need. It was a fake Ornstein account that said Bruno to Liverpool. There you go. And we all got, well, someone got sucked in. How many windows has Savio been discussed? Is so true, man. It goes on and on. Do you know what this reminds me of? Do you remember back in the day there was that striker? Was it Damião? Was it the Brazilian? We're linked to Damião. It reminds me of that. Every year we're linked to the same thing. Where you been, Stel? I've been right here, buddy. Where have you been? Where have you been, Scott Spur? Ashley in the building. It's no point having a 9 if you can't create chances around him. Listen, we just need goals. We need goals in the team. I heard Liverpool going for Akalush. That would be a phenomenal signing. Would love us to go in for him. Really good player. Listen, Liverpool are going to cook. Listen to me. Liverpool are going to be a good team. They're going to take a little bit of time. There it is. Leandro Damião. That's the guy. Savio is the new Leandro Damião. Linked every window, but never signs for the club. Joy boy. What are you particularly focusing on the match day? How we play. Just style of play. How we move on the ball, how we move off the ball, how we keep possession. I'm just looking for how we're going to go about playing football. Not bothered about the scorers, not bothered about the players that start. I just want to see how we play. Okay, that's a conversation between people in the chat. Joseph, how you doing? If we don't get players who can score, we could be in the bottom half. 100%. 100%. Still, when you click on the game, does it work for you? No. No. Same problem, Dietrich. I don't know what's going on, mate. We'll try and figure it out. Because we've got a problem with Spurs play. And without Spurs play, I don't know how we're going to do a watch-along. Very frustrating situation here. Has anyone got the starting lineup, by the way? Because I'd like to see the starting lineup. Do you know what? I need to have some of this sandwich because I'm hungry. That's nice. What do you mean, dropkick teacher? Why was the game delayed? Has it been delayed? Really? Is that true? Fans are so dramatic and just overinflate everything. Yeah. Cyril McCoy's big up. My broadcast on Spurs play still says starting soon. Yeah, me too. Something's not right. There's always a problem at this club, isn't there? There's always a little something going on. I would expect Ange's team in his first season to get top 4. There were 2 different times posted, so some thought it started now. 2 times posted? What do you mean? The show started at 4 p.m. That's not the time the game kicks off. I've started 1 hour before kickoff. Did people maybe get confused by that, Scott? Lunza in your sandwich? Yeah, we've got lunza, halloumi, tomato, cucumber, and Cypriot bread with the sesame seed. I hope they change up how they show the lineup because the number order was annoying. I haven't even seen the lineup. Grime Garage, big up. By the way, I've almost got my deck set up in the other room. We're going to be going live on YouTube on Tottenham Away Ole Ole. At some time in August, we're going to go live on the decks, playing some fantastic old school house and UK garage. Spurs play equals no play. Sounds like the football team. That's right. It starts at 5 p.m. Sky said one time and another time. So, oh, Sky. Okay. I don't. Okay. Scott, I don't know about all that, bro. Even without all the new signings, I would expect top 4. Listen, I'm not sure about top 4, guys. I'm not sure because Arsenal are bloody good. Man City are good. Liverpool and Iriolo are going to be good. Chelsea don't have Europe either. And they've got Xabi Alonso as manager. And then we're going to compete with Newcastle's and Brighton's and Aston Villa's. I don't know. For me, top 6 would be good, but we need to get goal scorers. Damn, is this channel now going to be a DJ channel? Let's bloody go. Yeah. We're going to have a football DJ channel. That's right. Still, I probably prefer the DJ style than the football style. That's nice. Why are you here? What are you doing? Still, the new place looks like it's coming together nicely. Now we just need some goal scorers. Listen, that's what everyone's saying. Everyone's saying we need goal scorers. Right, it says team news is on the way. So we should have some what is going on here? I don't know what's going on with Spurs play or the So I'm looking on the Tottenham Hotspur website. It says the team news is coming shortly, and they posted that 5 minutes ago. So we're going to have to wait and see, guys. Got over 200 people in the building. Guys, smash a like, subscribe. Great to have you all here. Thank you so much. Top 6 is realistic if we get a decent striker or the duds we have perform better. I don't think the duds we have are going to perform much better. That's why they're duds, but... Still, do you listen to Van Helden, Cassius? It's not really my vibe. I'm a soulful kind of guy. I like my music to have soul, so or deep. So old school garage, like the 1992 to 96 stuff, and house, but soulful house. I like things like Grant Nelson, Swing City, Ricardo the Rhythm, if you've heard of him. I don't mind a bit of Cassius. I don't mind it. There's an American guy. I forgot his name. Robert something. How can I forget his name? He DJs with his daughter. Together they're called Floor Plan. Yeah, that's more my kind of vibe. More soulful. Or like some energetic rolling beats and some bouncing bass lines. Still, you get 10 years younger since you moved to Cyprus. Do you know what? I think it's the stress, right? The stress of living in the UK. I think I think top 6 should be the aim. Anything above that is a bonus. Yeah, look, I agree. I totally agree with you. I'm not into Sidewinder, just to let you know. Just to let you know, Peter. Any team news? Let's have a refresh. What is going on here? There's no team news, no. There's no team news, guys. I don't know why. All right. Okay. Right. So it seems that you have to redeem a code to get Spurs play. And no, there is still no team news. Hey, user, I love Chicago House. I've got a big, big soft spot for Chicago House, just so you know. Still, you should DP both DJ and watch along. I think the copyright doesn't prevent me. In fact, how am I going to get around copyright if I DJ? Well, I'll have to demonetize for the DJing. No, I can't do both. I'll have to do separate. By the way, that sandwich is the one. Does it look good on the TV? If we can't move on Richie and replace with better, then we're in for another tough seat, mate. Everyone's saying it as well. Everyone knows. It's fine. I've done it loads still. All right. Right, so I've got this voucher. If I redeem it, how to redeem your code? Redeem. Blimey, there's so many rules to do here. Proceed to payment. Aha! I think we're in, people. Okay, now what? Jesus Christ, I've got no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying to log into Spurs Play, everyone. I didn't realize you had to redeem a code and all sorts, so bear with me. Why is everything so complicated all the time? It's never simple, is it? Tottenham can't just do, give us a nice little simple access to the freebies they give us. Oh, right, we've got it. We're live. And it says broadcasting starting soon. So there's no pre-match conversation. There's no team lineups. We've got absolutely nothing. Guys, anyone that's got Spurs Play, log into your account on the Tottenham Hotspur website, and there's all these different kind of icons. And in fact, let's do a screen share. In fact, I can't even do a screen share. There's different icons, and you essentially have to click on the one that says redeem your voucher. So you'll see it says £20 off retail voucher, £15 off visitor attractions, free Spurs Play for a year, and 12-month subscription to Athletics. So click on the redeem voucher, go into Spurs Play, go to the payment, whack in the code, and it lets you in, and then you've got Spurs Play. I hope that makes sense. If not, I don't know what else I can do. But it is what it is. All right. Oh, all right. Okay, the lineup is out apparently. Let's get the lineup for you guys and let's have a look at it as well. Let's see if we can get the lineup. There it is. Why doesn't it say who the subs are? It's ridiculous. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to get the team lineup up on the screen for you right now. And you can have a look and see what you think. So, your starting 11 today. De Zerbi's first official game in charge for the new season is Kinski in goal, who is going to be our number one. Gallagher, Tell, Archie Gray, Jesus Christ, Tonali, we get to see him. Fernandez, Solanke, who no doubt is going to be the number 9 for the season. Takai, yes, Takai, he's back. Solomon, I didn't even know he was still at the club. Ben Davies, oh my God. And Kyron Martin, which will be an interesting one to see. There's nothing about the subs, so I don't know who's on the bench. I'm going to have to find another link. But guys, that's your starting 11. Don't panic. It's only pre-season, all right? So the starting 11 for the first game of the season will be nothing like what you've just seen there. But look, what's your thoughts? Let me know in the chat. I'll put it back up for you, and you can share your thoughts and opinions. So Yogi Bear says, Solomon, let's go. Maybe Solomon's going to be the new left winger for Tottenham. You never know. Takai. What? I know. I thought he was gone as well. He's one of the academy kids. Kyron Martin's one of the academy kids. 5 centre mids. It's going to be interesting to see what formation we start with. Takai starting. Finally get to see him. Archie Gray must be at right back today. Here we go again. The jokes around Solomon are too funny. Everyone's like shocked that he's still here. Look, Solomon. Takai, Davies. Listen, a lot of our players are they're resting after the World Cup, right? So Davies will never play for Tottenham. Probably another 15 players on the bench. Yeah, probably. It's weird they haven't told us who's on the bench. What formation are we playing? No idea, mate. No idea. Maybe 4-5-1 or 4-2-3-1. Probably 4-2-3-1. In fact, yeah, I think it's a 4-2-3-1. Would be nice to see some patterns. Yeah, absolutely. Mate, do you know what? The amount of comments about Solomon in here are hilarious. The Boonverse has kindly shared with us the substitutes. So we've got Dubravka, Hardy, Academy kid, Byrne, Academy kid, Ty Hall, Academy kid, Kyron Martin starting. He's not on the bench. Donnelly, Mikey Moore, Yang, Williams Barnett, basically the entire Academy. Dane Scarlett, who we can never seem to get rid of, and Richarlison, the pigeon, to come on and win it for us. And everyone's going to go, you see, De Zerbi can get a tune out of Richarlison. At least we get to see Tonali Fernandez, absolutely. I think the difficulty with today's game is that MK Dons are levels below Tottenham, so it's very hard to tell where we're at. And everyone's going to say, pre-season's about getting fitness. Pre-season's about getting some minutes in those legs. Pre-season's about gelling, all the things everyone says every pre-season. I just want to see how we play football. I just want to see how we play football. For me, that's the most important thing. Kickoff is in 25 minutes. So we'll keep an eye on that one. There's no preview show starting either, which is weird. Normally, the preview show started, but it looks like it's pre-recorded from Tottenham Hotspur Way, or Hotspur Way as they call it. But at least that started. We can begin the process of beginning to see what is going on. I want to quickly talk about something because I did mention it earlier on. No Matters on the bench. Yeah, it's a great shout. That is a weird one. Look, don't read too much into it, okay? It's just been the World Cup. Some players might be on holiday still. It's the first game of pre-season. Let's just see how we play football. And we'll look at the team as it evolves in all the other pre-season games. We've got 7 pre-season games. There's going to be a lot to cover. I want to talk about something, right? So, we've just sold Will Lancashire. And the news has been about a lot of academy kids are being sold. We've shifted one to, I think, Arsenal. One's gone to Man United. We want to get rid of Bergvall. It looks like we're trying to ship Pape Sarr. The point is, guys, is this. Fans are getting really, really happy. Oh, look at the money we're getting for the youngsters. This is great. The academy's serving its purpose. No. The academy's purpose is to develop players for the first team, right? I want to share with you the mission statement from Tottenham Hotspurs. The Tottenham Hotspur Academy exists to develop outstanding young people and footballers through the Spurs way, creating a pathway from youth football to the first team. Let me repeat that. Creating a pathway from youth football to the first team while playing brave attacking football that reflects the club's identity. So, the mission statement of Tottenham Hotspur is that the academy is to develop players to get into that first team. It's impossible to do that when you constantly sell your academy players, when you constantly buy young players to play for Tottenham, Odegaard, Tell, Bergvall, Gray, Phillips, Sousa, I could go on and on and on, who then block the pathway for the youngsters to play in the first team. Now, this is where I'm at with it, and maybe I'm biased because I come from a youth football career, right? I spent 12 years in youth football, and I know plenty that goes on with our academy. For me, we should be developing at least 1 or 2 of these young players every year for the first team. Dan, listen, I'm going to bring you in just a minute. For the first team every year. Of all the kids that graduate as scholars, once they're 18, most of them will be sold. Most of them will be moved on because they're not good enough. That's normal. You're not going to develop 16 brilliant players every year for the first team. That's not how it works. But we don't bring anybody, like zero, nada, zilch, into that first team. And yet we keep signing young football players. We keep signing players that block the pathway. So where I'm at with it now is this. Either Tottenham Hotspur stop putting out these statements, which are lies. Spurs fans, stop talking about our academy players. And the media, stop talking about Mikey Moores, Williams Barnett. Stop talking about them. Stop it. Because they're never going to play for this football club. They're never going to get a chance. The player pathway is broken. I was the first one to talk about this many years ago on Tottenham Away. I've consistently spoken about this. Last season on the Spurs 5, and I'm saying it again now. The player pathway at Tottenham is broken. The hardest bridge to cross is from 18 to 21. The leap from youth to men's football. You're still classed as youth up until 21. But that bridge to cross is the hardest in football. And that pathway is broken at Tottenham. We've let down the players, we've let down their parents, we've let down the academy coaches, and we've taken the piss out of our academy directors. Tottenham Hotspur should either shut down the academy and stop pretending it's there to do this, because it does not do this, or call it what it is. A supermarket to sell them on and use that money to buy first team players, which is what Chelsea have been doing for 20 years. And it's what Chelsea have been laughed at, ridiculed, and given shtick for. So the same abuse and hate we gave Chelsea for what they do with their academy, we're doing it now. We are now doing it. Our academy has become a business, a subsidiary of the club that develops players, sells them for profit, and we put that money back into trying to buy players for the first team. If that's the model we're going to follow, then just say it for what it is. The academy is a business. It's got nothing to do with developing players for the first team. Pick your lane. Ideally, you want to do both, but we don't do both. We just do one at the moment. Business, business, business. And I'll say this before I bring in Dan List. This started with the stadium build. We raised 25% of the money for the deposit to borrow to build the stadium. 25% of that deposit to borrow the money came from what? The academy. And the academy was told back then, we're going to use you to raise money to help build the stadium. The academy was told this. And we're still doing it now. We're still using the academy as a business. So for me, as a purist, as someone who loves the game and loves youth football and the development of youth, I would shut down the academy and stop calling it what it is. Or keep it open and rebrand it as the Sainsbury's Academy, the Tesco's Academy, the Marks and Spencer's Academy, the Lidl Academy. It's a supermarket for other clubs to come and do their shopping. That's where I'm at with it, people. And I hate when I hear fans saying, oh, the academy's shit. The players are shit. Our youth are rubbish. They don't have the knowledge, intelligence, or experience of youth football to have the credibility to make those comments. They don't know what they're talking about, these people. They have no idea. The pathway at Tottenham is broken. Kids need a chance. Youth need a chance. And we've completely blocked that pathway. And what we're doing this summer proves it. We're just going to keep them all out. Anyway, let's bring in Dan List. I will take your comments in the chat as well. Kickoff is in 18 minutes. Let's bring on the list. I'm going to have to change the layout so I can let them on. What's up, Dan? You all right?
How you doing, Stel? Big up, chat. Big up, everyone. I just thought I'd pop on for before you go. The watch along. Just say hello, see how you doing. I've got to get back and pick my kids up from where they need to be picked up from. You good, Stel? How you doing, man?
I'm good. Have you seen the starting lineup, Dan?
Yes, I have. And Daddy Davis is in the lineup. Great stuff.
He's never going to play for us. He's only here as a coach.
Looking forward to watching, well, I won't catch it now. I'll try and catch it later. Maybe there'll be some highlights. I don't know. But yeah, was it Fernandez is playing right, Tonali?
I don't know what the shape of the team is going to be, Dan, until we are until we have kickoff. So I'm going to wait and see when kickoff is, and then we'll know roughly what the shape is and who's playing where. I think it might be a 4-2-3-1.
Okay.
I think because we're playing with five. We've got 5 centre mids on the starting 11.
Ah, fine. We got that Tayaki playing, haven't we, as well? First time.
Mate, God knows.
Phillips is in the lineup as well, isn't he? Another player we haven't seen play for Spurs for a couple of seasons.
Phillips is on the bench.
Oh, Phillips is on the bench, is he?
He's on the bench. Yeah, the starting lineup, we've got Kinski, Gallagher, Mateus Tell, Archie Gray, Tonali, Fernandez, Dominic Solanke, Takai, Solomon.
I thought he weren't in his plans.
Look, the thing is, just because they're playing today doesn't mean they're in the plans.
Yeah, I know.
You just got to field a squad, right? So pre-season means nothing compared to the starting 11 for the first game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So I was surprised to see Solomon because I thought he was gone. I didn't realise he's still at the football club.
Yeah, look, you're right. That is just thrown together a team because there's a lot of players not available, is there?
So there's a rule from FIFA. If you've gone to the World Cup, even if you haven't played, you have to take a 3-week break. So anyone that's gone to the World Cup gets 3 weeks off. The surprise, and someone mentioned it in the chat, is there's no Maddison.
Not on the bench. Not even on the bench.
No, not on the bench either. That was a little bit of a surprise.
Very odd, isn't it? I don't know.
I mean, maybe he's on his holiday. It's possible, but you would have thought he would have taken his holiday during the World Cup, seeing as he never went to the World Cup. So I'm surprised by that as well, to be fair, Dan.
No, he's not on holiday. I saw him in the training videos. He's there working hard. Yeah, he's not on holiday. I don't understand that decision. I don't get it. But how many pre-season games we got still? Do you know?
7.
And when do we go on tour?
I think it's a week before the season starts. We're in like Australia or something.
Okay, so quite close to the season starts then. Okay,
but,
so we're not
but I think, hold on. But the season starts before the Charity Shield, which we're not going to be in. And then it's a late kickoff this year. I think it's the 22nd of August because of the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like a week before it actually starts.
What are you looking to see still in these pre-season friendlies? What is there anything you're looking to see?
Yeah. How we keep the ball, how we move the ball, how we play out of possession. And the most important thing for me is how quickly we move that ball. The speed at which it moves at. Is it 1 touch? Is it 2 touch? Is it 1, 2, 3 touches? Then I'll pass it. I want to see, because for me that's important, because possession-based football is best when the ball moves quickly. When the ball moves slowly, it's almost like, what's the point of it? So I want to see that, but it's also hard to see too much. It's like first game altogether. I'm not expecting much, but you can get a rough idea, right? You can get a rough idea of what we're going to try and do.
Yeah.
But then as soon as the ball comes to Ben Davies, we'll lose possession. So it's hard to gauge it.
Yeah, it's a very mishmash lineup. It's hard to read too much into it, isn't it? Really, it's fitness. It's just not much. There's not going to be a lot we can take from a game like this, really, is it? So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
What are you looking for today?
Yeah, well, as I said, it's a mishmash of a lineup, so I don't expect much. It's, we'll see Fernandez, Tonali, see what Gallagher looks like. I mean, I've not been impressed with Gallagher myself since he's come to the club, but I think maybe there's a bit more to come from him. I don't really know, to be honest, Del. Like, as I said, it's the first pre-season game, fitness, starting to see a style of play, I guess, under De Zerbi. Did you see his video yesterday when he was talking about the transfers? What did you make of it?
I felt he was playing the game.
Yeah, I
think he was saying what he I think half of it he meant, the other half it's the club talking.
Yeah, because if at the end of the day, he's got his midfielders he's wanted, yeah? He's got his defenders he's wanted. No sign of forwards yet. Now we see Solanke, Richarlison working hard in training. Bit of focus on them on the videos. That tells me that they're not going anywhere. And it's, you would have thought that De Zerbi will be wanting better forwards coming in. He's wanted to improve other areas of the pitch. I wonder what the hold-up is, Stel. And what is it? What is going on with them forward players? Pre-season is started. We need to get these players in for these pre-season matches, get them used to the team.
I think it's...
what's the hold-up?
I think it's 3 things. Number one, we've spent all the money, so we need to sell players, get that money in.
Yeah.
2, I think that we're seriously going to keep Tell, Solanke, Richie. I don't think any of them are going. I think De Zerbi's going to have to try and get a tune out of them, or he's agreed to it for at least a year. And our fans are going to be like, but we can get more out of them. And also, the other one is there's a real lack of top strikers out there at the moment. So we need to sign goal scorers. I was saying it like before you came on. the days of two strikers that get you like 50 goals a year or whatever, or one striker that can get you 25 goals. What I think we need is a right winger, a left winger, a striker, and 2 number 10s together. Between 4 of them, 5 of them, they can get 50 to 60 goals. And then the rest will come from like Porro, centre backs, maybe Fernandez pops up with a couple. So let's say we get 10 goals from the rest of the team, and then we can get 50 goals from the front 4. That's the way I would do it. But I don't know what Spurs are doing, because all the players we're linked with have got no history of scoring those kind of goals. So I actually am a bit confused by that bit. We're going to have to wait and see what we do in the next 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, because Solanke, Richarlison, I think they missed. I did a video yesterday. They missed about 64 games between them in the past 2 seasons, and between them two, they scored 27 goals in the past 2 seasons. Now that's nowhere good enough. We can't rely on those 2 strikers to be leading the line next season. I can accept keeping Solanke because of homegrown, second choice or whatever, squad player. But if we seriously want to make some progress next year, we need goals. We need a striker. We need a left winger that's going to produce assists, goals, output. And if we don't do that, still, I just worry that all this money being spent in the midfield and the defence, we're going to face similar issues. Whatever how good the Zerbi system's going to be, possession-based, high press, if you haven't got clinical forwards up front, you're going to come short. Yes, they will get goals. I'm not saying they won't score goals, but they're not going to score the level that we need to say, like, as we've spoken on recent streams, that level of output to get into the top 4, top 5, top 6. You need goals. And I'm worried. I've got to be honest.
So most of the chat was saying that earlier, that if we don't sign some goal scorers, we're going to finish mid-table. That's what a lot of people in the chat were saying. So I think you'll find most fans agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you as well. I agree with you as well.
Well, look, we all like to be optimistic. We get carried away. Spurs are spending big. You know, there was talk of crazy stuff, title challenges. We're definitely going to finish in the top 4, top 5 because we've got no Europe. But now, because these forwards are not coming in, or we're not close. It's
Listen,
like,
we need to get the forwards in quick. And the reason is because we've got 7 pre-season games. You want the forwards to play at least some of these games and get a feel for the club, a feel for the team they're going to play
100%.
with, a feel for the manager, and start integrating, okay? Unless the forwards come from the Premier League, then it's not as worrying because they've got that experience of the Premier League and they can hit the ground running. But it looks like we're looking to get these players from abroad now. Savio, I think, is a quality player, but he hasn't scored goals in a long time. Krupi, he will get us goals, right? Krupi will get us goals. How many, I don't know, but at least we know he scores goals. But that's one. It's only one player. So we need to sign at least minimum 2, definitely 3 players that can score goals.
Yeah,
Maddison will get us a couple of goals if he stays fit.
Yeah.
Right? If he stays fit. Kudus, he's not really known to be a goal scorer, Kudus, is he? No. He's not really, he's known to be more of a creator and to beat players and get those crosses in. He's not really.
They do say that, you know, people do say that because of the way De Zerbi will play, we'll automatically create more chances than we did under Thomas Frank and Tudor. There is that. I get that argument. But again, when it gets to crunch time throughout the season, we're in different competitions, there's injuries. Yeah, but that's when it'll be we'll be found out.
We create chances for who to score.
This is it, isn't it? Yeah. Well, Solanke got 10 goals under Ange, right, in his first season in the league, 10 or 11 goals. 9. I don't even think it was that much. So he can score goals, but that's not enough. Richarlison, 11 he got last season. The season before that, he got 4 goals. Very injury prone. He's not reliable. How many chances does a player like Richarlison need before he hits the back of the net? 4, 5? Yeah.
Richie technically cannot play De Zerbi ball. technically yeah, he has to go. Like if we keep Richie, I think if we keep Richie, there's going to be a lot of disappointed fans with that one.
Yeah.
Solanke, you can kind of make the case for, right? I think fans will accept Solanke staying for 1 year. But if we keep Richie, I mean, fucking hell. What are we doing? By the way, this game, I thought it was in the stadium. I don't know why. It's at the training ground, and there's about 20 people watching it. It's at the training ground. So how's about that? It's about to start, by the way. Listen, Dan, the game's about to kick off. The referee.
I'll go, mate. Cheers for having me on. Big up, chat. Take care of yourselves.
Mate, if you want to jump on after, you're welcome.
Oh, yeah, if I can, mate. Take care, buddy. See you later.
All right. Everyone check out the Dan List. Go check him out. The Spurs Dan List on his YouTube channel. Make sure you follow and subscribe him. The game's about to start, and it looks like we're going to play in our training kit. I think we're playing in our training kit. How's about that? Kickoff is almost here, people. People in the chat saying, how can you watch the game? It's on Spurs Play. Guys, it's on Spurs Play, all right? If you haven't got Spurs Play, I don't know how you watch it. I mean, the only reason I've got it is because I've got the old you get it free with a season ticket. So my plan was to give my season ticket to a friend, but I left it too late. So in the end, the only way I could do it was to renew it, and then he's taken all the tickets, so I've still got access to the benefits. And by chance, that includes Spurs Play. All right, I think we're about to kick off here. What is going on? Yep, Spurs Play's just crashed. Fantastic. Fuck yeah. You just know this is going to be difficult, right?
That we don't pick up the injuries that we had last season, Dominic Solanke in particular. We need to have that regular player.
So the quality of this Spurs Play is pretty poor. It's very slow. This is going to be a difficult watch. This is going to be a difficult watch. Oh, well. We're going to be kicking off very, very shortly. The players are not in their training kits. They're actually in the home kit, the white new Spurs kit, the Nike. By the way, how lazy are Nike, right? Why can't they come up with a really classy kit for Tottenham? It's always really basic and bland. So anyone watching on Spurs Play, it's literally frame, stop. Frame, stop. Frame, stop. And now it's just stopped. Oh, my Lord. What are we doing here?
So,
okay, I think we've actually kicked off, people. Yeah, we have. We're 30 seconds in. Oh, my God. Right. I'm going to have to forward the clock. Let's add the clock here because the game started, by the way. I think we're a minute in. Everyone's going to have to forward their feeds because the game is definitely already started. Oh, this is terrible. When you say lower the resolution, Yogi Bear, how do I lower the resolution? I've got no idea how to do that. We have kicked off, everyone, just in case you don't know. The game has started, and it is 0-0. All right, it's 1 minute 18. So let me forward this clock. It's 1 minute 30, I think. It stopped again. Guys, what's everyone's Spurs play like at the moment? Are you getting a good stream, or is it stopping? Is it breaking down? Let me know. Because this one here, do you know what? In fact, I've got an idea. If I put it on my mobile phone, then it'll be better. For some reason, it's always better on the mobile phone. So Yogi Bear's got a good stream. I'm just going to do it through my mobile phone, then it'll be better. People in the chat saying, what's the lineup? The lineup was out earlier. You can find it on Twitter as well, by the way. Yeah, my stream for some reason, I think it's because I'm using my PC and my PC is trying to power StreamYard at the same time. So I just need to change. What is this doing? Okay, yeah. So I've got the game now, finally. Oh, what a goal. Tottenham 1-0 up. An absolute cracking goal. A long-range banger. Top right-hand corner. What a strike. I think it was Fernandez. Guys, that was a top shot. I only just caught it, the last end of it. My God, what a strike that was. 25-yarder, top right-hand corner. And the keeper was at full stretch as well. Mate, I tell you, listen, call it out for what it is. That was a top strike. Top strike. Well done, Fernandez. Spurs 1-0 up. Better update the what do you call it? So we're 4.5 minutes in. Tottenham are 1-0 up. Fernandez with an absolute beauty of a goal. So we've fixed that at least. Listen, people in the chat saying we don't need goal scorers. Guys, this is pre-season against Milton MK Dons, right? Let's not be silly now. But that was a great goal. Listen, great strike. So Spurs, it looks like we're playing in a 4-2-3-1, yeah. Which is what I thought. No, a 4-2-1. Sorry. No, Spurs are playing in a 4-2-4-1. No, that means it's 12 players. It is a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, Spurs are playing in a 4-2-3-1. So corner kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Let's see what we do with this. People talking about ambulances on standby. What, are we expecting an injury, are we?
You believed in him?
Right, the corner's come in and it's frozen. Fantastic. It's cleared out. It's all Tottenham at the moment. MK Dons are pinned back and Tottenham are just passing the ball in the final third, just trying to create another opportunity to score, really. It's all Tottenham. It's another corner kick, this time from the left-hand side, being swung into the right. Eight minutes. It's 1-0 to Spurs. Yeah, Alex, I'm not having guests on for the watch-along, bro. Come on afterwards. I can see you in the background. Otherwise, it's out of sync. Mr. Box Office trying to come on. I'll get him on afterwards. Don't you worry. So Spurs playing out from the back as we thought they would. Kinski, one touch to the centre-back. And we're not actually moving the ball quickly, but we are pretty comfortable in possession. MK Dons really don't know what to do at the moment. It's all Spurs. It's pretty easy. It feels a little bit too easy, but then I guess it's about fitness as well. So... MK Dons goalkeeper's on the ball. Looks like he's going to try and play it out. No, he whacks it long. All right, we're coming up to 10 minutes. It's 1-0 to Spurs. MK Dons have got a throw in our third. No, it's been changed to... I don't know who's doing the camera work for this game, but all I'm seeing is zooming in on Solomon whilst there's a game going on. MK Dons with the ball on the right-hand side of the pitch. They're now passing it across their back line. Spurs pressing. Solanke starting the press, and then a very aggressive press out wide as well. Oh, they've got in behind us here, but they've overhit the ball. It's gone out for a goal kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Nice pressing from Spurs, though, as I expected a De Zerbi team to do, which is why when I did my video on Vlahovic, I said forget Vlahovic for Spurs, because Vlahovic, he can't press. He's got a very bad pressing game, and it won't suit De Zerbi's football. So people that get excited about, oh, we should get Vlahovic. The guy can't press. It won't work, you know. When he plays that suit the system. Spurs playing risky along the back line here. Kinski gives the ball away. Really poor pass from Kinski there. Spurs playing up from the back and not very successfully. Kinski just fizzing it across the goal line and across the goal diagonally and straight to Milton Keynes play. That wasn't good at all. You better not do that during the main season. But Milton Keynes have the ball and Spurs are a little bit pushed back. Still, you can hear the camera guy talking. All right, I'll take the volume down. That should sort it out. Still 1-0. I think it's another corner to Tottenham Hotspur. I believe it's another corner. Archie Gray's grown his hair. He looks like a grungy rock and roll band member. We play the corner short. We square it to the edge of the box. We try and play it through the middle. We've broken through. Squares it. Chance. No one's on the edge of the box. Nice bit of play from Tottenham. Played the corner short. Then we squared it into the box. Then we drilled it back across the goal to the edge of the box. But there was nobody there. There was no one there. So a wasted opportunity. And now we've just kicked the ball off the pitch. That was pretty poor. Who was that? Matthias Tell. So your boy, Matthias Tell, a basic 5-yard pass and he's passed it off the pitch. Matthias Tell, great. Goal kick to MK Dons. Keeper kicks it long. MK Dons win the header. Spurs win the second header. Then MK Dons win the ball and they've got possession. Spurs are pressing. They're not letting MK Dons just settle on the ball. We are squeezing the game. And we've won possession back, doing it really well. Press from Tottenham. We've got a chance here if we can switch the ball out wide, which we failed to do. It was a poor pass. And now MK Dons have one-on-one with the goalie against Kinski. Good save from Kinski. MK Dons sliced us open. And it's offside. Doesn't matter, guys. It's offside. It's a kick to Tottenham Hotspur. But, mate, one pass split us right open. I guess that's going to be the risk playing this style of football, right? It's not quite as crazy as Ange ball, but that risk is going to exist. Do you know what? We look sloppy at the back. We look a little bit sloppy at the back. It's pre-season. I'm not worried. But you know, it's not Senesi, it's not Porro, it's not Van Heck, it's not Van der Ven, but it is Kinski. MK Dons spent the first 10 minutes pinned back. They didn't know what was going on. And since then, they've got themselves right back in this game and they're playing some nice football, MK Dons. Honestly, they're passing it nicely, one-touch football, crisp on the deck. Fair play to them. They're not here just to make up the numbers, that's for sure. They're here to play football. Yeah, anyone who's watching on Spurs play, it's a tough watch, man. It keeps stopping and starting. Do you know this happens every single year? People complain about Spurs play and then they fix it, and then the next couple of games are much better. I don't know why they just don't learn their lesson from the first time. What's everyone's thoughts so far on the game, guys? What do you reckon? You happy? I mean, there's not really much to talk about, is there? Spurs have the ball on the halfway line. Other than that Fernandes goal, we haven't done anything. I thought we'd do a little bit more. A lot of possession, but no creativity. Nice passing from Spurs, but again, no cutting edge. So every time we go forward or we switch the play, MK Dons just press us and they force the error. And then we come unstuck and we have to go back. So we're having to be very patient here, but not one player on the pitch at the moment for Spurs has shown any kind of skill or flair or creativity other than the Fernandes goal, actually creating chances and beating players. We've not seen anything yet. 18 minutes gone. Here comes Spurs down the wing, chance to cross the ball in. No, we go backwards. Spurs, edge of the box. Back out wide. MK Dons are defending really, really well, you know. Fair play to them. They're pressing us and they've forced us to go all the way back to the centre-back. And we've lost possession now. Really poor pass there. Who was that? Who's the number 8? Tonali. What the fuck was that, man? 5-yard pass. He's giving it straight away. Spent £100 million on you. And you can't make a 5-yard pass. Fix up, son. Fix up. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's pre-season. Probably a little bit tired. Hasn't played more. Benefit of the doubt. Cost £100 million. Spurs again. Just trying to build up the play, but it's not really working for us at the moment because MK Dons have actually turned up and they're giving us a bit of a game here. Oh, nice go down the wing. The ball goes through to Matej Joe. What can he do? He gets tackled and it's a corner kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Look how fragile these losers are. It's a practice atmosphere, you idiot. Thanks for telling us what we don't know. Yep, not much happening. Nothing. Listen, since the goal, nothing's happened. 20 minutes gone. Tottenham won after a brilliant strike from Fernandes. Cracking goal. MK Dons 0. 20 minutes gone. Must be really hot playing in that weather, you know, running around in that heat. By far the worst commentary I've ever heard. Then why are you here? Doubting Tonali now. Listen, let's judge after 10 actual Premier League games where we're at, because for me, pre-season, you can't tell anything, man. You never can. You know, do you remember when Ange first started, how great we looked pre-season, and Thomas Frank, didn't we beat Arsenal in pre-season and all that shit? Pre-season is what it is. It's the first 10 games you begin to gauge kind of where we're at and what we need to do. So I'm not too bothered about this game. I just want to see how we try and play football. And so far, what I can see is it's definitely possession-based. We're trying to move that ball on the deck, and we are pressing the opposition when they've got the ball. That's what I can see. What I can't see is any creativity and just clean, crisp passing where it doesn't break down after like 10, 15 passes. Well, it's our first ever game pre-season with De Zerbi, right? And of the players on the pitch right now, how many are actually going to start the first game? Maybe 2, 3? Goal kick to MK Dons. So, yeah, you know, we're going to have ups and downs pre-season. The team's going to change about 100 times. It's the team that starts the first game of the season that matters. Never forget that, guys. So who that starting 11 are the first game of the season. Exactly, Andres Facre. This will be nothing like the team we're going to play first game of the season. Exactly that. MK Dons cross it into the box. What a half-attempted volley. Listen, they got into us. They put a cross in the box, and it was a spectacular kind of unbalanced bicycle kick effort where he connected, but he didn't connect cleanly, and it kind of fell into the hands of Kinski. But that was a half chance for MK Dons there. That was a half chance. Could have been 1-1. And here comes Spurs now down the middle, and the referee's called it back for a free kick to Spurs. Why not just play on? Why don't the referee just let us... By the way, these little juice drinks called Garnida, they're so nice, man. These are so nice. The thing is, you can only have 1 or 2 a week because they've got way too much sugar in them. And that's not good. 24 minutes gone. The game has stopped for a rehydration break? Hydration break? Water break? So I'm just looking at the goal again. The goalie punched it out. Oh my word. It was a corner kick. The goalie's punched it out. Fernandez on the volley. Oh my God, man. In off the post, top bins. That was a sensational strike. That's as good as a volley gets. What a fucking goal that was. Unbelievable. They just showed a replay. Wow. I tell you what, if he starts doing that in the Premier League, he's going to become a very, very popular player at Tottenham Hotspur. Very popular. How's the chat doing, guys? You all right? Gray has a wonderful head of hair. But yeah, mostly the normal dross. You got worms still. You ain't stopped eating. That was the same sandwich. We are going to win the league. Don't worry if someone makes 1 5-yard pass. Morons like nobody, it's me, will tell us how to make. Don't listen to him. He's got issues. Hydration break soon. Well, we're just about to finish the one that they've had now. Maybe De Zerbi is taking a leaf out of Tuchel's book and deciding to defend the lead. We've not been defending it, but we're just not creative in the final third. There's nothing there. But it's the first preseason game, right? We won't be much better than last season if we don't sign some forwards. Coy's Danny says 60 dollars down the drain. Spurs plays an embarrassment. Mate, ask for a refund. Tell him. Tell him you've been missold a dodgy product. There's rules in the UK. You have to give refunds. I think you're allowed 28 days if you've kept the receipt, which you should do because it's electronic, I think. They're going to have a FIFA-sponsored hydration break. Yeah, we just had it. And we've restarted, by the way. 26 minutes gone. Spurs playing it out from the back. Kinski. Ball goes out wide up the left-hand side. Ball passed back to the defenders across the goal into Kinski. Kinski, oh, that was risky. Passed it back from where it came from as the striker was shutting him down, but he pulled it off. And that's the thing. Kinski can pull it off. And this is why I don't mind him being the goalie for one season to see whether or not he can be the goalie for us going forward. Mike Zappa says, goal of the season already, Puskas Award. Cyril McCoy says, you've got 14 days to cancel Spurs play. So there you go. Some friendly advice. But we overplayed for Fernandes. Yeah, look, you can't judge players in this game, though, Daniel, right? Can't judge players in this game. Do you remember when Richarlison scored 2 world-class goals against Burnley at the start of last season? How did that fizzle out in the end? Let's see it. Let's see where we're at after 10 league games. That for me is a bit more of a clear indication as to what's going on. Spurs on the ball now. We're moving it a little bit quicker, a bit more zip in the play. Oh, nice long ball forward, but it's incomplete. He's overhit the ball. So it wasn't as good as I thought. MK Dons playing out from the back. Spurs trying to press. Nice turn from the MK Dons players. Beaten 3 players there. What's going on? Spinning on the ball, sending players the wrong way. Spurs again trying to press. I do like this press. I do like the Spurs press. I'm not going to lie. It's what I want to see. And Spurs win the ball back as well successfully. But can we create? What are we going to do here? And Archie Gray loses possession of the ball. Do you know what? I just don't get Archie Gray and Matthias Tell. I don't understand what fans that rate them or think they're good. I don't know what they see. It doesn't make sense to me. Spurs try and play the ball forward and they lose possession again. Good pressing from Spurs to try and win it back. But MK Dons have got the ball. It's almost like as soon as anyone gets the ball, the opposition presses really well and then possession is lost. A diagonal ball forward, really good ball to the MK Dons winger who gets the ball and he beats the man as well. He steps inside, nice skill. We've got 3 players around him and he's fallen over and Spurs pick up the ball. Quick ball into the midfield. Goes back to the goalkeeper. And Kinski. Ooh, he actually took on the player. Kinski again does the same skill. An outside step to beat the striker of MK Dons, man. Kinski thinks he's Pirlo. What's going on? But he successfully pulled it off, though, right? He pulled it off. Here comes Spurs. Got a chance to counter-attack. If we can break quickly, we got up the left-hand side of the pitch. Should have passed it up the flanks, but we've gone back to midfield and we go backwards again. Should have played it forward. That's what I mean, right? You get the ball wide. You're on the counter. You've got a player making the run. Feed it to him. It's his job to then beat the man and create. But if you're not going to give him the ball, then how's he going to create? Instead, we kind of turn and go backwards and recycle the ball. And we start again, and it's just... You can't create like that. MK Dons now trying to attack down the their left-hand side, and he's run the whole length of the pitch practically. No one's tackled him, but he's lost the ball, and Spurs pick up the ball in the midfield. Now we've got a chance to counter them. Nice ball forward. Oh, Matthias Tell's in here. What's he going to do? Matthias Tell, one-on-one. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Not only did Mateus Tell not create any output, but he then tries to square a ball. And who's in the striker position? Conor Gallagher. Like, why isn't Solanke there? Solanke should be in that position. He's the striker on the pitch. Bloody hell, MK Dons. Some of their passing has been terrible. They've just literally passed the ball off the pitch behind the player. The player's not even looking as he's supposed to be receiving the ball. Kinski swings the ball out to the left again. Spurs just patiently building up the ball, receiving it, shifting it between their feet, left foot, right foot, switching the play. The ball goes out to the right now. I mean, Solomon's done nothing this game. Solomon's done absolutely nothing. I'm surprised these players aren't trying to really show what they can do and try and get into De Zerbi's plans. Like, if you're a professional football player playing in this game, okay, you're playing the MK Dons, but surely you'd be saying, I'm going to really impress my manager. I want to show my manager why he should keep me, why I should maybe start for you in the Premier League. And no player has really done that today. Where you think, yeah. Spurs up the wing again. Mateus Tell plays a nice 1-2. And Tell, he's got the ball. What can he do? One-on-one. I think he's won a corner. Yes, he's won a corner. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that, Mateus. Stel, why are you so miserable? What are you talking about? There's some fucked up people on the internet. Lancashire should have been given a chance in the League Cup or something. Listen, I agree. I totally agree. But like I've said, I don't believe our academy is for developing players for the first team anymore. It's for making money. To play the cross to Tell. What's the lineup, Stel? It's on X. Go on the Tottenham Hotspur X account. It's on there. Sorry, it's true. Mate, you need help. Listen, I'm not a life coach. If I was a life coach, I'd help you, but I'm not a life coach. I'm not Tony Robbins. Tell is just awful. Listen, I don't rate him. Tell plays on emotion. He's not a very good footballer. Big up to you, Stel. This club is beyond clueless when it comes to academy players, mate. Don't get me started. Now, Solomon ran down the wing, 2 players. He beats one of them. He has a chance to cross it or cut inside and shoot. And what does he do? He turns back and passes. I don't understand it. You get into that position. Why come back here? There's no need. Spurs passing the ball around the midfield. Scott says, Tell useless like Gray. Fran, how are you? Need to just buy a world-class striker and winger and I'll be happy. I think every Spurs fan, if we did that, would be super happy. Ndombele is available. Ndombele. Could you? What did they used to call him? Endom Big Belly. Still looks happier than I've ever seen him in England. Right, so you see the complete opposite thing to what was his name? Tommy G. Okay, the game stopped. I think MK Dons have made a substitution. And Spurs have just kicked it off the pitch and over the bushes. Most bizarre thing ever. It was like a drop ball for us to kick it to their goalie, and we've kicked it out of the venue. Tonali is actually sick. I'm sold. Yeah, he's a very good player. But let's judge when we play some Premier League games, right? AS winner. Big up still. Adam here went with you. Cat season against West Ham. Oh, yeah. How you doing? You all right? How's things? Good to hear from you. What a stinker of a game that was. Remember that? We lost 2-1. Unbelievable. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. I'm always arguing with Runigan in the WhatsApp chat. Time to order the jersey. Yeah, you're going to get Tonali on the back, are you? Can't wait to see Tonali and Mateus in the league proper against some real opposition. Me too. I want to see us play in the Premier League as well. 37 minutes gone. Tottenham currently in possession of the ball. We've had most of the possession, but again, that was expected. Did anyone think it would be any different? And as soon as I say that, we give away possession. MK Dons just pinging the ball across the back line. It's going to be very difficult to learn anything from today's game. I haven't seen a particular style of play or any patterns. What I have seen is us trying to pass the ball on the deck, but with no creativity attached to it. The one thing that I can definitely see consistently is we're pressing. We shut down the opposition very quickly, especially whoever's on the ball. And MK Dons are in here. They've got into the box. Squares it. I think the defender just about got a little block on that, which stifled the cross. Oh, good feet from Solomon. Solomon's beaten 3 players there in the right-back position. Then he's driven into the midfield and he's pinged the ball out to the left flank. Well played, Solomon. That was good football from him. That's the best thing he's done all game. And guess what we do? We go backwards again. That's right. We get the ball here. We cut through the middle. We get it out to the flanks and we go backwards. Why? Go forward, Tottenham. You know you want it. You know you want to. MK Dons win the ball back. Risky pass at the back, but they just about keep possession. MK Dons switching the ball from one side of the pitch to the other. And Spurs will press again. Long ball kicked forward and won by Spurs in midfield. Tonali to Gallagher. Gallagher to Solomon. Solomon to Gallagher. Gallagher squares it into the middle to... Can't see who that is. I think it was Mateus Tell. I could be wrong. Tonali. Mateus Tell out wide. What's he going to do? One-on-one. He's got 2 players to beat. Is he going to cut inside? Is he going to beat a man? He's going to try and pass the ball backwards. And we've gone back again. What's the point of having attacking wingers if they're not going to attack the wings? Ball goes into the middle. It's quite congested. Spray the ball out wide. We've got a chance here to get a shot away or cross it. We're in the box. Can we find a player? Cross it to the back post. He's overhit the cross. If that ball was a little bit lower, maybe the header was on at the back post. But Archie Gray overhits it. And it goes off for a goal. Kick. Good old Archie Gray. Oh, well, mate, good to see you. Yes, a horrendous game against West Ham. I have to see the hairline look slick. Oh, thank you very much. Solomon playing well. He's doing all right, actually. The last 5 minutes, he's picked up a bit. Looking toothless again still. We are looking toothless. We're also looking like we don't have any creativity on the pitch. But again, this isn't the team that's going to start the season, so it's very hard to learn anything. Kale Darnish just got back from Sean's live stream and he was really hyping up Tell. Sean is fucking deluded when it comes to Tell. Honestly, he hasn't got a clue. I'm going to do a show with Sean, I think, on Friday. I'm going to call him out on that again. Tell's been terrible this game. Solanke can't hold the ball up for shit. How's about he scores a goal? Free kick to MK Dons, about 35 yards out from the corner. They're going to whip it in. They whip it in, and it's a terrible, terrible cross that goes all the way to the other side of the pitch. And Spurs pick it up, and we drive up the flanks. We play it forward to Tell. Nice skill to keep possession of the ball. Where's he going to go with it, though? He squares it to the midfield. Spurs pick up the ball in midfield. Nice switch of play out to the left flank. Can we drive forward now and create something? Can we go forward? Yes, we can. Who's that? Tell. What's he going to do? Edge of the box. Plays it wide. Spurs probing. We square it back into the middle. Edge of the box. We're just passing it around, looking for an opportunity to cut them open. We're just... No one can beat a man. Take on a man. Take a man on. Pass. Beat the man. Spurs are trying to find a pass that isn't there, when really what we need to do is beat the man, then create the overload. Then the pass will be on. Nice little bit of passing again, but again, we're going around in circles. It's like, woo. Yeah, we're not going anywhere like this. We're passing for the sake of passing. There's no purpose to it. We are keeping possession, so I guess there is a purpose. But there's no outcome. There's no output with this. We're just left, right, back, front, back. And the one time we try and pass forward, we've lost possession of the ball. And here come MK Dons on the counter-attack now. But Spurs press again really well. Our pressers force them back. That's the one thing we've done really well this game consistently, is our pressing game is pretty good. And that is a positive. Still versus Sean, round 2. Yeah, I'll school him again. Give him a good lesson. Only good thing is Tell still doesn't make up the squad spot because of his birthday, but yeah, otherwise he's basically just blocking Mikey Moore's development. Tell has done nothing this game. What is there to praise? You know what's going to happen, right? You know Mikey Moore's probably going to score a goal now because... Not Mikey Moore, Mateus Tell, because we've called him out. Solomon's actually done all right for Spurs today, you know. Solomon's actually done all right. Scott, Tell his dog shit. I hope we finish second this season. Spurs are in, but the MK Dons defender got there. I feel that we chickened out there. We could have got in on that ball. And we've given away a free kick. Solanke pushed the player in the back. It's almost half-time, people. 44 and a half minutes. The referee's going to be blowing up shortly. Not really much to report on so far, other than that brilliant volley from Fernandes. A wonder strike. And Spurs headed the ball back. Kinski picks up and then rolls it out into the path of the centre-back. 15 seconds to go before the 45 is up. Do you know what? We need some lights in here. Let's get some lights on. That's better. Freaking hell. I was sitting in the pitch black. Spurs got the ball in the midfield. They play it. Oh, that's a terrible pass. That really is a poor pass. We've given away possession and we've given away a free kick. There's no cutting edge. MK Dons on the counter-attack. They switch the ball quickly out to the flanks. They've got us in the middle here. They're picked up in the middle, but they fizz a ball in the box, but it's really well defended. And Spurs clear the danger. And we tried to play out again. Spurs pinging the ball literally across the goal line. And we've managed to keep possession and slowly come forward into that midfield. The ball's going to go out wide. Archie Gray picks up the ball. Can he find a ball forward? He finds Solomon. Solomon, can he beat the man? No, he goes backwards as well. Backwards again, ole ole. Backwards again, ole ole. Backwards again. Backwards again. A nice forward ball. Excellent. That was a really good forward ball, but the goalie was just too alert and he rushed out to pick up the ball. If the goalie wasn't alert to that, we were in. We would have had a nice little one-on-one situation, but at least that was a bit better. At least that was a bit better. "47 minutes gone, and the referee has not blown up. Do you reckon there's going to be a halftime show with Madonna and Justin Bieber? And there it is. Halftime has been blown. Let's stop the clock. Let's reset the timer. So it's 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. I would say it's deserved because MK Dons haven't created anything. Spurs haven't created anything either, but we have scored a wonder goal. So we deserve to be in the lead. Is 1-0 a true reflection of the game? Yes, it is. We haven't created anything other than that goal. Our pressing's been very, very good. Our possession across the back line is very nice, actually. It's tidy, it's calm, it's not panicky, and the passes have landed. MK Dons have been better than what I thought they'd be. They've actually given us a little bit of a game. But the big talking point for me is there is no creativity on that pitch from Tottenham Hotspur. Am I worried? No, because this isn't the team that's going to start the season. But it just goes to show that these players that we do have can't create nothing. And we're going to depend on the players that come in. So, Kudus, Maddison, Xavi Simons. Fernandez is playing. Yeah, he scored a great goal, but he hasn't created anything. Mateus Tell hasn't created anything. Solomon, some good dribbling, beating some players. But again, Solomon, he's not created anything. Solanke's done absolutely nothing this game. Tonali, he's done what he does in that midfield, keeping it ticking, moving the ball forward, moving the ball sideways, you know. Gallagher's done all right, but again, nothing creative there. We just lack creativity, and we lack that quick forward pass, and we lack that final third bit of flair, bit of magic, bit of intricate 1-2 touch free passing to penetrate and get some shots away. So we look fairly in control. We've kept good possession. We've moved the ball fairly cleanly. We look fit. We look like a pre-season team that's having a pre-season. You know, it's a normal pre-season friendly, guys. There's not much to say. I was hoping for, you know, a little bit better football. But okay, let's see how we go. We've got plenty of pre-season games. This is one of 7. I think there's going to be a lot of changes in the second half, so we can see what we're like in the second half. But 1-0 is a true reflection of the game so far. Gallagher been nice for the pressing. To be fair, they all have Daikon. They've all been good for the pressing. Daniel J. Harris, I like how Tonali just takes 2 touches and moves on. Yeah. Sean thinks Levy was irreplaceable with Tottenham. Sean's going to die on that sword, mate. He could not have been any wrong about Levy if he tried. He's completely in the mud on it, and he knows it. And he'll try and reframe it to justify it. And by the way, whatever I say here, I also say it to him, just so you know. Robert De Zerbi showed more how he plays than Frank did for all his pre-season. Coates have been looking for those balls behind the back line. He has actually. He's pinged one or two. Because a lot of these players haven't played in 2 months, I'm not expecting much from these players so far. We've kept the ball well and we're pressing well. Been all right. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Sounds fair. Professionals would have got commercial return by at least 50% more. One thing's clear, the stadium would have been called Amazon Arenas or something. Let's talk about the game. As Fernandez played a bit deeper than Tonali, I feel like they're interchanging Rich's man. If you want to see still upset, tell him the breaking news: Ben Davies to be given the captain's armband. You don't want to see what happens if that. Let's not even cross that road. Our switch up play heavily reliant on Porro's vision and right back to left wing back crosses. Yes and no. I don't understand why Maddison isn't even on the bench. Yeah, we did say that before the game. You know, it does seem a little bit odd. That's your draw still. Be true to yourself. That's your draw. Do you mean like pull factor? Seems like Takai's trying the classic bait and move that De Zerbi likes. Bait and move. Bait and move. Yeah, they double pivot. Spurs have no qualms about selling Lancashire, yet keep hold of scrubs like Solomon, Tell and Gray. Listen, I told you, our academy is a waste of space. It's pointless. It's there just to make money. Sorry, Stel, my stream was running about 20 minutes behind. 2 guys saying you look happy or sad. It's just no what. I haven't got a clue. I don't care what people say. Hit and run, play style. Let's see if we can get some stats for that game. Let's try and get some stats. Alrighty. You ready for some stats, people? You love it, don't you? You love a bit of statage. Right, so let's change the screen so that we can bring up the stats. Alrighty, so Tottenham have had 70% possession, whilst MK Dons have had 30%. We've had 4 shots the whole game. They've had 1. 3 shots on target. They've had none. 1 big chance missed. We've had 4 corners. They've had none. 412 accurate passes. Our passing accuracy, 94%, is really, really high, as in really high. Anything above 90 is normally regarded as excellent. 94 is top stuff. We've just done the attacking stats, defensive. Our goalies had no saves to make. We've made 21 recoveries and 4 interceptions. That's pretty good defensive stats. So, yeah, look, we've dominated the stats. Looks like one-way traffic, doesn't it? Looks like there's only one team in it. If you look at the stats. I'm surprised by the passing accuracy because we've misplaced quite a few passes, but 94% is bonkers. That's really fucking good. But do you remember last year when people try to say, oh, all the players are shit. Oh, this team's shit. This team's crap. And I kept saying, no, the coaching's poor. The players aren't great, but we're not this bad. And when I looked at all the passing stats, all the metrics were down. When you have one or two players whose stats are down, you've got an individual coaching failure. When the whole team is down, that's a coaching failure. And I kept trying to say, there's a coaching failure. There's a coaching failure. And not many people wanted to hear it. Well, now it's up to 94%. Hold on a minute. Hello? What's changed? It's the manager that's changed. So in terms of keeping possession, that's really promising stats to look at. But I also think for a lot of fans, it can also be a little bit boring for some. Can be a little bit boring, all these pass and big up to all the coys. Daniel sums it up quite well. 94% passing accuracy, but 1 goal. So basically we're Spain. Spain without the World Cup trophy. Essentially, yeah. But again, this isn't the team that's going to start the season. This is just pre-season. You can't really gauge much. But we are definitely going to be a possession-based team under De Zerbi. And we are going to be a team that presses from the front. That I have no doubt about. And we are going to be passing the ball out the back. As you saw today, we were quite risky with the ball at the back, but we pulled it off. We're not always going to pull it off, but if we can pull it off mostly, then that's the idea. Which is why I don't want Kevin Danzo anywhere near this club or Ben Davies, because on the ball, they are simply technically not good enough. Not for the way the Premier League is going to be played. Sebastian Bassong's pearls of wisdom at halftime. Sorry, Stell, been out running errands. Overview so far, please. I believe I just gave it. Big up the 2 marks. Romero usually takes it a step further. Bait, move, lose, pass, clatter, red. Romero's a good player, man. He's just hated at Tottenham. Unfairly, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Ben Davies moving to Paphos. De Zerbi prioritised the cups ahead of the league like Ange did. I think we're going to just try and do everything. Finish high in the league and win a trophy. I think we're going to try and do all of it because we don't have Europe. I say more go for it all. Roster to go at all fronts. And it's MK Dons. Exactly that. Exactly that. Just understand the opposition we're playing against. Spain proved that you can have a good defense without playing boring park the bus football by being tough to get the ball off. Thomas Frank was out of his depth the moment he took over a year ago. Guys, if you watched me last year, I called him a loser after the Super Cup and I got nothing but grief. 6 months later, everyone wanted Frank out. Colin Stout, possession against MK Dons in a pre-season, nearly as irrelevant versus... You're right, but we can only go by what we're seeing today, right? Can only go by what we're seeing today. Roberto De La Fuente. Kinski, the right keeper to play at the back. This is what I've said. Silver Spurfer. This is exactly what I've said. Oh, the second half started. We're up and running. I better reset the clock. Blimey. All right, second half's up and running. Spurs are shooting from right to left. L second half-o. Let's see how we go. Spurs, again, try and make a pass through the middle, and it's a misplaced pass. It's overhit. It's inaccurate. Richarlison's on the pitch. Woo! I bet everyone's excited. Richarlison is on the pitch, everyone. I wonder who came off. I wonder who came off. 11 changes. Oh, has the whole team changed? Really? Yep. 11 new players. Okay, we've got a completely different team out for the second half. Spurs looking to move that ball. Well, at least all the kids are playing now. Richarlison. Do you know what? I can't stand watching Richarlison play. I really can't. It just frustrates me. Even if it's a friendly. It just frustrates. I just can't. I don't understand why he's at our football club. MK Dons now passing the ball, trying to come forward, and one of their players just walked past Richarlison. He didn't even try and tackle. Richarlison looks really slow, man. He looks like he's put on some weight as well. Maybe it's muscle. We're not pressing like we did in the first half, and I wonder why that is, because we've got fresh legs on the pitch. And as soon as I said it, we press. Good. Nice. Good pressing from Tottenham. Almost forced the error. MK Dons now, though. They've found space in the middle of the park. They drive down the centre of the park. They switch the ball out to the right-hand side. They've got time and space here. Cross, dangerous cross, and it's defended. And nice, calm play on the ball. The Spurs come out with the ball from the back after some very composed play in the defensive line. We've got the channels now. Spurs, can we find a nice pass forward? We find one into the middle, edge of the box. Drive forward. And the defender manages to get a foot on it, and it goes out for a corner. Was that Williams Barnett? No, it wasn't. That is Williams Barnett. Oh, the timer stopped on my... All right, thanks for letting me know. I'll change it. No, my timer's right. What's going on here? Got a timer failure for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I think I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. No, my timer is now playing up. Excellent. Okay. Minor technical issue. We will fix it. Guys, can someone confirm with me if Williams Barnett is on the pitch, please? Because I think I just saw him, but I can't tell if it's actually him. Five minutes gone in the second half, and Spurs are now yeah, that is Williams Barnett, I can tell. Hopefully he shows us something special. He's a good player, you know, guys. Williams Barnett is a very good player. Spurs now driving down the middle. It's Mikey Moore on the ball. Nice play. Squares it forward. That was a good pass forward as well. The youngsters being a little bit more direct than what the others were. Nice one-touch passing edge of the box. We're in here, Tottenham Hotspur. That's a good football. Goal. Spurs have we scored or was it offside? What happened there? That was some cracking one-touch football from the Spurs boys. And then the pigeon, he scored. Why has it not been given? Is it offside? The pigeon was offside. Can I just say, our academy players showed more technical creativity than the entire group of players that played in the first half. Just want to say that. Our youth just literally bopped it off the pitch. We're playing so much more quicker now on the front foot. Look at this. Mikey Moore, edge of the box, takes a shot, blocked, goes out for a corner. Much better from Tottenham. Listen, our youth, they're showing that bit of a bit of desire, bit of speed, bit of creativity. They're showing what I wanted to see in the first half from the other lot. It's only been 5 minutes. Let's see if we keep this up. Do you know, we're idiots to turn our back on our youth. We're fucking idiots to turn our back on our youth. I don't get it. We should be developing them. We should be really developing them for our first team. Maybe De Zerbi will. Corner kick to Spurs. It's a deep cross. Goalkeeper catches it with ease. Too close to the goalie. MK Dons roll the ball out. Spurs pressing, and we've won the ball here now. We've got a chance. And Richarlison, with the touch of an elephant, completely gives the ball away. My God, he is absolute shite. Such a crap football player. Technically should not be at Tottenham Hotspur. A nice battle going on in that midfield there. MK Don's got the ball. They switch it out to the right wing. They're coming forward again. It's much better second half. Phil Coy says they're trying to impress. Every player should be trying to impress. They should all be trying to impress. MK Dons now passing the ball into midfield. Nice one-touch football. They're in here, MK Dons. They've got us. They've got a chance. They shoot. Blocked. Brilliant defending. I don't know who the centre-back was just there because my screen is too small to see. It's one of the academy boys. I can't see. But whichever academy kid that was a cracking block. Done really well to get over there and intercept that. What looked like a one-on-one, which he dealt with really well. Nice ball out wide. Mikey Moore. He's looking to beat the man every time he gets the ball. Nice through ball as well. Honestly, Mikey Moore, what I like about him is he wants to beat the man. I never saw it from Tell. I saw it from Solomon, but he kept going backwards. At least Mikey Moore, he's going forward with it. Maybe that year at Rangers did him the world of good. It must have done. Here we go again. The ball out wide. Williams Barnett squares it. Ball goes back out wide. MK Don's kind of standing off a little bit. They're allowing Spurs to have possession. But we are going deeper and deeper. Spurs look to play it down the middle. Richarlison doing what he does best and losing the ball. as he's tackled. Mate, Richarlison just walks around the pitch like, Focus. This game could do with a second goal. Definitely do with a second goal. Let's see. Guys, smash a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that jazz. Ooh, we're going to get picked off here. Spurs being a little bit complacent. We've given away a free kick just outside, about 15 yards outside the edge of our box. What are we doing? What are we doing? Blueberries is the best fruit in the world for your health. Cross comes in and Spurs goalkeeper Kinski picks it up. Sorry, not Kinski. We've changed the goalkeeper, Dubravka. Rolls the ball out quickly out wide. Mikey Moore picks up the ball, cuts inside, switches the ball out wide. It's a fantastic pass from Mikey Moore. What a ball that is. Crosses it, surely goal. Oh, come on, man. Have we not scored? How have we not scored? Mikey Moore. What a diagonal ball across the pitch. Right into the pathway of, I think it was Takai. And then the ball's come in. Just in front of the goalie. I think we got a foot on it, but the defender of the goalie managed to get something on it as well. We're so unlucky not to score. That was a quick switch of play. Diagonal across the pitch. That pass from Mikey Moore. Oh, my God, man. Ha! Top pass. Even the cross into the box, I think it was Takai. Even the cross into the box was decent. Good cross. Spurs unlucky not to be 2-0 up here. Here we come again. Down the middle. Nice one-touch football from Spurs. Passing the ball out wide. We're playing with a bit more zip. And a poor pass there. Who was that? Who was that? That was a terrible pass we gave away there. We recycle the ball and we go back to the centre-backs. Listen, I've seen more in 15 minutes of this second half than what I saw from 45 minutes in that first half. Let me tell you that now. I saw more in 15 minutes here than I did Mikey Moore. Again, he's running them ragged. He's beating a man. He's driven inside and the referee's going to bring him back for a foul. No, he says play on. MK Dons. Fair challenge, they say. And the ball gets pinged out wide. And it goes off for a throw-in to Tottenham Hotspur. Listen, we look like we've got more purpose. We look like we've got more about us in this second half. The first half, it was a lot of passing, a lot of possession, backwards, sideways, U-shape. You know. But if Richarlison stayed offside, if the goalie didn't make such a good block just now, their goalkeeper, and Richarlison didn't give away the ball in the final third, we could have had a couple of goals in this second half. That's the sloppy foul there. That's a sloppy foul. Donnelly giving away a really sloppy foul there. I don't know why he did that. He didn't need to do that. Donnelly just went sliding in. He was never going to... To be fair, I think he actually got the ball. But he's got him from behind, so the referee was always going to give that. Free kick to MK Dons. About 35 yards out. Will they go for goal? We'll find out. Squaring the ball into the midfield. Squaring it out wide. MK Dons just playing left-right football on the halfway line. They try and play a ball over the top and they've successfully got in. Can they get a cross in? Blocked. And a corner kick to MK Dons. Sorry, is it Yang that's playing, not Takai? My apologies. MK Dons, a slightly better team than the Fox and Duck. Is that your local pub? In comes a corner, cleared. Edge of the box. It's going to go back out wide for another cross into the box, isn't it? Yep, there it is. That was so telegraphed. Cross comes in and we header it out again. MK Dons beginning to zip a couple of balls into our box and they've got him behind again. But unsuccessfully this time, it goes off for a goal kick to Spurs. That was a terrible pass. We've given away the ball. And MK Dons had a free shot on goal there, and it was straight at the goalkeeper. And Dubravka, two hands, just parries it down and picks it up. That was sloppy. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. We've done it again. Another poor pass out the back. What are we doing? Fix up. Oh my God, we're a mess at the back. We're an absolute mess at the back. And the cross comes in. They're going to score here the way we're going. It's like we've become much better in the attacking phase. And we've begun to lose the plot in the defensive phase. Honestly, we gave the ball away 3 times at the back. They could have easily picked us up. I'm actually surprised they didn't score in that little passage of play there. Got away with it. Still 1-0. And a really poor pass forward straight into the hands of their goalie. There's no point trying to kick it long when we've clearly got players on the pitch that can play with the ball on the deck. Right? Stick to what you're good at. We're good at playing on the ground. The first 15 minutes shows we've got something about us when we play football on the deck. Don't start whacking it long. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't suit the players we've got on the pitch. MK Dons, oh, that's a nice bit of skill. Edge of the box, they're in here. The nice turn. Good defending again. Tell you what, who's this lad here? He's having a good game. Who's number 66? Who is this number 66? Tell you what. I'll tell you something. Teams, number 66. Hardy. I tell you what, this Hardy lad's having a good game. I do like the look of him. I do like the look of this Hardy boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This Hardy deserves a chance, I tell you. He's put in 2 really, really good defensive moments in this game. He's tall as well. He's got, he's got stature. I like him. I like the look of this Hardy boy. He's got that kind of lean athleticism as well. He's not that heavy defender or that typical youngster that's too skinny. He looks like he's got the right build as well for the centre-back role. You know what? he's an interesting player. Worth me keeping my eye on this one. Hardy probs. Yeah, it is him. I just checked. Hardy is only like 17, 18. Mate, I'm telling you, he's caught my eye. He's caught my attention, I'll tell you that. And I've got an eye for youth football. There's one thing I've got an eye for, it's youth football. Some really sloppy passing out of the back again. It's the same guy, the guy that's sitting next to Hardy. I need to find out who that is because he's been sloppy. Whoever's playing next to Hardy right now is being really sloppy. If you're talking about Yang, he's on the pitch right now. Richarlison drops deep, falls to the ground theatrically and sells the free kick to the referee. No, it's the other guy playing at centre-back. Dons clearly saved themselves for their visit to the mighty Willstone on Saturday. It's a big game. You know, don't ever disrespect the Willstone. Again, we're trying to play long ball football. Doesn't make sense. Tottenham. There's no point whacking balls long. We don't have players on the pitch for that type of football. Keep the ball on the ground. 67 minutes gone. It's still 1-0 to the Spurs. There's one guy right now on the ball. Looks like the right back, the left back. Really skinny, gormless looking kid. Looks like the guy from that video, Insomnia. Do you remember that? I can't get no sleep. Dun, 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 dun. He looks like the Insomnia guy. Oh, nice. Nice. We're in here. This is good. Nice ball on the deck. Spurs get the ball out wide. Can you beat the man? You've won the throw-in. Dane. Do you know what? Dane Scarlett is just, he's just not going to do it, man. Dane Scarlett needs to leave Tottenham. It's pointless him staying here. He hasn't got that little bit of flair about him. He hasn't got that pizzazz. Or as they call it in the academy, he doesn't have that wow factor. You know, in the academy, they want to try and have kids with wow factor. And I don't see it with Dane Scarlett. He'll do well in the low leagues, but he's not a Premier League player. Not in my opinion. And we're in here. Offside. Mikey Moore's offside. He tried to lob the goalkeeper, but it's been brought back for offside. He was offside, to be fair. Spurs whack it forward. Sorry, MK Dons whack it forward. Long ball down the flanks. And the ball goes out. Good defending there by Hardy. Mate, this Hardy boy, I tell you what, this Hardy boy, he's got these MK Don players in his back pocket. Someone's going to have to buy him a new pair of jeans because he's going to need some extra pockets for all these players that he's putting in there. Look at this. He's not getting bullied at all. He's not letting anyone bully him. Hardy. Corner kick comes in and Dubravka, solid pair of hands. He's going to throw it out early. Yes, he does. Spurs can counter-attack if they can beat the man on the flank. Get your head up. Can you find Michael Moore? Nice bit of skill. He's beating the man. Well done. Good football here. I think that was Williams-Barnett. It is Williams-Barnett. Oh, nice. Unlucky. Unlucky. At least we beat the man. At least we're showing a bit of skill. Goalkeeper's got the ball. Spurs are pressing. MK Dons under pressure here. We can force an error. Keep pressing. We're going to force the error. Keep pressing. They've gone back to the goalie again. He's going to switch the play. And MK Dons, they get out of trouble. Fair play to MK Dons. They've done well there. And then they've given the ball away. Free kick. Ref, what are we doing here? Oh, referee, you're having a laugh. Literally, one of our players just got pulled down. Nothing. And MK Dons are in here. And the Insomnia lookalike with the block. I don't know his name, but he looks like the guy from Insomnia. Number 89. Who's number 89? Hall. Tyrese Hall. Should call him Insomnia. I can't get no sleep. "72 minutes gone, 1-0. There's been no hydration breaks this half. And no, it's a goal! The ball's in the back of the net, but the referee says free kick. Apparently, there was a foul on Dubravka. Let's have a look again. It's a really dangerous cross. Mate, there was no foul there on Dubravka. There must have been a foul on someone else. I think Spurs got away with one there. I don't know who got fouled, but it wasn't our goalkeeper. Our goalkeeper was left in no man's land. Here comes Spurs again down the flanks. We've had a lot of joy down here. We've been pretty good at beating the man. Last 10, 15 minutes hasn't been as good as the first 15. I'm not going to lie to you. First part of the second half, we looked good. Looked like we were cooking, and then just gone a little bit stale. Spurs trying to play long ball when it doesn't work for us, and this referee's not giving us anything. There's been like 2 or 3 fouls on our players and absolutely nothing. Spurs try and build up again. That is really, really risky football here from Tottenham. But they've done it so comfortably. And do you know why? Because they've been coached to play like this for the last 5 years under Simon Davies, our academy director. All our teams in the academy play this way. That's the way they've been coached. They suit the Zerbi ball, playing out from the back, knowing when to beat the press, how to beat the press. Oh, what a bit of skill down the flanks again. He's left the player on his arse. And then he skins another one, drives into the midfield. Tried too much, should have released it. That's where the immaturity kicked in there. Mature player would have played it, gone, received it again, but he tried to beat another player, and that's the academy still in him. And that's the development phase that's needed by the first team coach to progress him. But they're not getting any of that development because we don't give them a chance. You can see they want to try and beat a player. Good defending from the right back for Tottenham Hotspur. Good defending from the right back. "15 minutes to go. Spurs 1, MK Dons 0. What have we learned so far from this game? Well, we've learned we're definitely going to play out from the back. We're definitely going to be switching the ball across the line, the goal line area, and we're going to be pressing. So how successful we are at it, time will tell. But again, Richarlison's on the floor, free kick. What's new? Richarlison on the ground. Some things never change. How the fuck he can be at Tottenham Hotspur playing in a De Zerbi team is beyond me. Spurs are in here. They've got a chance, but The ball was slightly over here, and the MK Dons centre-back cleans up, and then a long pass down the flanks, but they've lost possession of the ball. Spurs given a free kick. They take it quickly. Ball's in the middle. Williams Barnett plays a fine ball to Richarlison. Oh my fucking God, what have I just seen? What have I just seen? Guys. I can't believe what I've just seen. Williams Barnett plays an unbelievable killer pass, splits the entire MK Dons defense, wipes them all out, and Richie is in on goal. And what does he do? He shoots straight at the goalkeeper. And then we get another chance, another brilliant ball. The goalie misses it, open goal. And what does Yang do? Yang. He smashes the ball wide from an open goal. From an open goal. So I'm watching Richie do Richie things. And then I'm watching Yang miss open goals. I mean, we have got problems in the front three. We've got problems in that front three. I'm glad it's pre-season. Doesn't mean anything. We need to sign some killers up front, because when people say, oh, we're going to create more chances, yeah, we're just going to miss more chances, because we've got donkeys like Richarlison and we've got players like Yang who are absolute nobodies. And then you've got players like Williams Barnett who's creating unbelievable opportunities for them. We go again. Mikey Moore's on the ball. He's one-on-one with the MK Dons play. Cuts inside, which he's liked to do quite a lot this half. Squares it to the middle. Nice pass. Spurs keep the ball moving. You can see the academy players, they feel comfortable playing with each other. They know each other's movement. They know where they're going to be. They know where to pass it. They know the weight of the pass. They've got the technical ability to keep the ball moving. You can see there's a common understanding. They've all been coached together, coached the same way. They're like a family playing. You can see it. Like, I can see when they play that they get it. Here come MK Dons now. Ball goes out wide. Cross into the box. Header! What a save from Dubravka! Oh, my word. It looked like a poor cross, but the MK Dons player just got a flick on it and it deflected and dipped quickly right at the goal, and Dubravka had to just punch it over the bar. That caught the goalie completely off guard. I don't think the goalie expected that ball to come zipping into him from that little angle there, and he's just done brilliantly to ping it over the bar. Quality save. Still 1-0 Tottenham. MK Dons asking a few questions now. 10 minutes to go. Corner kick. What can we expect here? In it comes again, and Spurs do well again. They've cleared it. We've done well on the corners. Centre-backs have cleared every corner that's come in this half from the set pieces. Edge of the box. Spurs win a free kick. I don't know what for, but maybe there's a handball or a push or something. Fucking hell, Richarlison's so shit. He's such a rubbish football player. You've got Solanke doing nothing in the first half. You've got Richarlison hitting the balls at the goalie. you got Yang missing open goals. If we had Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, Defoe, Keane, any of these players, I reckon we'd be 3-4-0 up today. Honestly, I think we'd be 3-4-0 up. Especially this second half. This second half, we would have got at least 2 goals, at least. Spurs trying to play it out from the back again. Goes to the goalkeeper. Switches the ball. We go from left to right. Back to the goalkeeper. Ball goes to centre. Goes out wide again. Nice one-touch ball forward and Spurs are in here. That was a lovely pass from Mikey Moore. And a poor pause. Who is that? Was that number 18? I can't tell who that is. I think it might be Byrne. That was a poor pass. Mikey Moore with a lovely one-touch pass to get the winger into the open space. And then he tried to play it back in, but it was a poor reverse pass that didn't quite meet the man. Spurs now playing it out from the back again. MK Dons tried to press, but Spurs comfortably play out, but they lose the ball. The referee should have given us a free kick. He slid on the player. The referee again doesn't give us anything. And then the ball falls to MK Dons. Like, I don't understand what we're doing here. But the referee blows his whistle or he just goes home. He just slid in on our player off the ball. And let me guess, Richarlison, yep, foul. He's so shit. He's such a pigeon. Honestly, he needs to go back to Trafalgar Square with all the other pigeons and just shit on the floor. That's all he's good at, shitting on the floor. He spends most of the time on the floor. MK Dons on the ball. Edge of the box. They cross it in. Dangerous area. They've just missed getting on the end of that, and we get away with it. It's gone off for a goal, corner kick. I think it came off a Spurs player. Coys, let's have a goal, please, to finish this 2-0. We need a striker or two desperate. Hopefully, De Zerbi can see the pain. We need goals. The only clutch player we have is when Richie clutches any part of his body when he fakes an injury. You're not wrong, are you? Another corner kick. Do you know what? They're going to score one of these. They keep getting these corners in. It comes again. Header. Edge of the box. It's dropped. They're going to try and cross it in again. Don't let him turn. Don't let him turn. They've let him turn. He whizzes it in. Dangerous play. And I think it just about went out for a goal kick. Yes, it has. Mate, the amount of corners they've had this half, I tell you. And we've given the ball away. Do you know why we've given the ball away? Because we tried to kick it long. And what have I been saying the whole this second half? Stop kicking it long. It doesn't suit our players. Keep the ball on the ground where we actually look comfortable. We look good on the deck. Every time we go up in the air, we look like we're just not capable. And we're not. Because these players have not been coached to play that football. So why are you trying to play something that you haven't been coached to play? Here comes Spurs now. Again. Passing it. Going backwards. Can we go forwards? Can we go forwards? Oh. Can we go forwards? Oh. Still going sideways. Oh. Hey, we've gone backwards. And the goalie's got the ball. Hey, and now we're going to lose possession because we've lost possession. Oh my God, MK Don's got a chance here, but they've lost possession. Hardy steps up, intercepts. Nice. Nice. My player, Hardy. My player. Stepped up, read the game, intercepted, gets the ball back for Tottenham. Good player. Good player. And Spurs are away here. We've got the numbers if we can play it. We're running up the flank here. We've got the runners. You've got to find the pass. It goes up wide, back in the middle, it goes forward. This is nice from Tottenham. Can we find a pass? Yes, we can. No, he's blasted it over the bar. move that would have been. What a goal that would have been. Mikey Moore again. Oh, he hit it first time, but what he did was he hit it he opened up his foot where he was probably better taking the touch than using his other foot. But, Mikey, man, that was a poor finish. That was poor. But the build-up play, that had, from the moment Hardy stepped, read the game, won the ball, recycled it, and we went up the flanks, in, across. All of that was really, really good. Like, really, really good. Just the finish. The last little, the icing on the cake or the cherry would have been a cracking team goal, that. Cracking team goal. I bet you Mikey Moore's kicking himself and by the way, it wasn't even close. He proper blazed it over the bar by about 20 feet. It was if Richarlison did that, I'd be throwing stuff at the TV. That's how bad it was. Just so you can understand. I'm not trying to make excuses because he's Mikey Moore. It was a terrible shot. Ooh, MK Dons nearly picked us off, and they have this time and they're in here. But guess who it is again? You bet. That man Hardy bossing it at the back. And he's playing it out from the back between the lines. We need to keep this Hardy lad. And Spurs, they've got a nice break on here. They're going down the middle. They've got the numbers again. Mikey Moore, can he find the runner? Cuts inside. He's got to find a pass. He does. Edge of the box. Shot. Great effort from Tottenham. Nice football. Nice. Down the flank. In. Lays it off. Shot first time. Nice football. Do you know what? We do have the players that can play good football. We do. We might not have the finishers, but we do have some players, some young players that can play football. Again, it's MK Don, so I'm not getting carried away. But they're showing more than what the others showed in the first half. They're showing a lot more than what we saw in the first half. Free kick, ref? Absolutely. Good football. Good football. Who was fouled? Williams Barnett. Okay, so here come Spurs once again. And as always, we're playing it out from the back. The build-up play is nice. We're not fazed by the press. We're comfortable. We're looking for that forward pass. That pass was slightly heavy, and it's allowed MK Dons to get on the ball, but Spurs win it back. They play it to the goalie. Plays it back to the wing back. Spurs are going to play their little triangles in the penalty box. MK Dons are trying to squeeze us. Spurs just pinging it around. Really, really tight and intricate. But we have managed to pull it off and Spurs keep possession of the ball. This is nice. And then guess who's on the ground? Winning us a free kick. Yep. Prue. We should call him the lawnmower, because he spends more time on the ground chewing up the grass than he does playing football. But he has won us a free kick, so we can't go in on him. Prue. And it's all over, everyone. Full time at Hotspur Away. The game has finished. Tottenham Hotspur 1. MK Dons 0. And that is that. It's finished 1-0. Let's get the stats up. Okay, we can get rid of that. So, we finish off the game with 70% possession. We had 9 shots. That's more than we did in the first half. We had 4. Second half, we had 5. MK Dons had 5 shots, which was a lot more for them. Shots on target is about a 50% success rate. We missed 2 big chances. Richarlison and Yang. Corners were about even. Our passing accuracy remained the same, 94%. No one hit the woodwork. No one hit the post. There were no big chances missed by MK Dons, only Spurs. Both goalies had to make 3 saves. MK Dons had to make more tackles than us. Spurs having to make more recoveries. Interceptions, we made 4, they made 8. So look, on the balance of play, if we're just looking at the stats, then it's fair to say that Spurs deserve to win the game. If it finished 1-1, it would have been a little bit unfair on us because we had the better of that second half. We just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Mikey Moore blazing one over the bar. Richarlison hitting one straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, and Yang missing an open goal. We did put the ball in the back of the net, but Richarlison was offside. Look, second half, I thought our football was much better. Second half, I thought that the youngsters really stepped up a gear and the passing football was better on the basis that it was more creative. It was more cutting, deep, penetrating through the enemy lines, and we created more chances because of it. So I thought there was 1 or 2 killer passes from Williams Barnett. Mikey Moore, he was in the thick of the action in that second half. I also thought at the back, the young lad Hardy was superb. Really, really solid at the back for us. And we just lacked that killer edge. Mikey Moore, he should have at least hit the target. Richarlison should have scored. And Yang, I mean, how he's missed that open goal is just beyond me, really. But it does happen. But at this level, can we have that? Can that be allowed? It shouldn't really. So Spurs deserve to win it. I think if the game finished something like 3-1, that would have been fair. I thought MK Dons deserved a goal, but we deserved like 3 or 4. So what did we learn? We learned that the kids play better De Zerbi ball than those that started in the first half. We learned that we're definitely going to be playing out from the back, and we're going to invite the opposition on, and we're going to look for those intricate passes and try and get behind or through the teams that press us. 100% we're going to play like that because we played like that the entire game. And we also know that we're going to try and play possession-based football. What we don't know is what's going to happen in the final third, because in the first half we were shit. In the second half we were much better creative-wise, but in terms of clinical, putting the ball in the back of the net, nothing changed. So that's the big conundrum. That's the big unknown. And it's kind of reminiscent of last season. It's shades of Frank, Tudor, even De Zerbi last year. We had no one in that final third to put the ball in the back of the net, and it showed again today. We have got to do some business in the summer window. If we're going to depend on Tell, Richie and Solanke for the goals, then I can tell you right here, right now, we are fucked. If we do go and sign some goal scorers, some proven finishers, then you know what? We've got every chance of having a good season next year. That's kind of what I learned from today. But again, it's MK Dons. We take it with a pinch of salt and we move on step by step, bit by bit. And we see where we land come end of the transfer window and start of the season. Listen, not bad, right? Not bad. I thought the first half was a little bit underwhelming. Unbelievable goal for Fernandes, by the way. Let's praise him again. cracking strike from Fernandez, but it's just a little bit concerning that it's the youngsters that come on, the academy kids that came on second half that played the better football, and they did. More creative, more energetic, more penetration, more skill, and that's why we created more chances in the second half. Still, though, got no one up front that can finish. Mikey Moore should have hit the target. Richarlison should have scored. Yang, how's he missed that? I don't know. It is what it is. We're up and running. Pre-season is now here. Let me know what you think in the chat, guys. And what we'll do is we will slowly wrap up the show. Let's say I won't be staying up till 4 a.m. to watch the next game. Listen, you got to watch it. You got to watch it. Still undefeated. Yeah. Yeah. Better than Man United. Yeah, Man United lost 1-0 to them, didn't they? They lost 1-0 to them. Alfie Hall says, the only thing I learned from that game is that Solanke and Ritchie wouldn't even do well in... I can't speak anymore on Solanke, Ritchie, and Matthias Tell, right? Let's not forget Matthias Tell. I cannot speak anymore about them. Left wing back had a great game. Yeah, he did actually. He did have a good game. You're not wrong. More creative because MK Dons went at the youngsters. They just sat back with the first team out. I disagree. I thought we were more creative because our youngsters look better in terms of being more direct and having more about them to beat the man. Just my personal opinion. Get Alex on. We need some cherry pie. That game gave us crumbs. Alex has got the link if he wants to jump on. Dom and Ritchie should be journeyman attackers, never finding a permanent home. A lot of faffing, but no finishers. You're spot on still. Big up Queen Ellie in the house. You've got a typical Cypriot background. Yeah, all the brickwork. And the tiles on the floor. Forwards required now, Stel. Actions speak louder than words. Look, I think everyone knows it, right? Every Spurs fan knows your hair's looking good. What was the score? 1-0. It finished 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. You turned into Jose Mourinho. I prefer not to speak. Respect. Respect, man. Respect. We need more technical midfielders. We need people that can score up front. We need finishers. We should have signed Wharton and Scott. %80 of our starting 11 isn't here. So we just got to be a bit patient and wait for them to come as well, right? But the concern with the front three is still there. Lancashire probably would have scored today. It's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout. Who started? Kinski done well. Gallagher was all right. Tell did nothing. Gray did nothing. Tonali, he did quite well. Fernandez scored a wonder strike. Solanke did nothing. Takai did nothing. Solomon actually did well. There was no end product. Davies, I can't speak. Kyra Martin, I didn't really notice him, if I'm honest with you. In terms of second half, let's get the team up on the screen. And then we can go through all of that squad as well. So second half. Dubravka, he done well. Donnelly did all right. Richie was rubbish. Dane Scarlett did nothing. Yang was poor. Mikey Moore had a good game. I thought Williams Barnett did really well. Byron, he done all right. Hardy was excellent. 66 was excellent. And Hall, not bad as well. Yeah. I think that's a fair assessment. I think that's a fair shout. Lucas Williams showed something today. I didn't know he could pass like that. Guys, we've got good academy players. We just don't have a pathway. I keep saying it. Take from today is we need clinical attackers. I think that's what everyone's going to be talking about. I think that's going to be the common theme across the Spurs community. I miss Lancashire already. I literally shed a tear. We haven't got a front three. They are all like San Marino quality. I think that's disrespectful to San Marino, if I'm honest with you. We need attackers. The midfield were fine. Tell got a 7.1 on Flash. That's fucking ridiculous. Honestly, just shut down Flash score right now. Let's write a complaint to Ofcom. Tell Solanke, Richie Yang, and Solomon were useless. Ellie is being kind to San Marino. That's what I just said. I think Tell Solanke are good rotation pieces for the squad. I don't. I think they're an absolute waste of space. But they're going to be here, so it doesn't matter what I think. They're going to be here next season. The fee Villa are paying Chelsea for Garnacho in the summer is 60 million fixed. Garnacho has to make 10. Garnacho, why would anyone sign him? Harding and Williams Barnett. I thought Mikey Moore done well as well. The fee Villa, you're repeating yourself there, John George. Can you see what I'm saying now, people? Like, you saw how we played it out from the back and how teams pressed us and how we quickly had to find the angles or find those through passes and how the goalie had to be composed and ping it left and right, and the person receiving the ball at the back had to be comfortable on the ball and have that patience and real technical confidence in their game. Can you see now, if we're going to play like that, how Danzo is a problem? When I say Danzo is a problem, that's what I mean. He can't play that football. Like Ben Davies is going to be a disaster if he has any minutes playing this kind of football against good teams. Forget MK Dons. Today was just a snapshot of what it's going to look like. Ben Davies and Danzo, Lord of mercy. God help us. So that's why I'm against them being at the club. And then, up front, I can't say it anymore. Solanke's bang average. Richarlison's shit. Tell is just Sean Butler's love child. I think there's some kind of sexual affair going on there, or Sean's got himself in some kind of gambling cartel that involves betting on Tell, so he's got to promote him to somehow smother the odds. I don't know. I'm being super conspiracy here. We're lacking the final third, but everywhere else, I think we're quite comfortable. I think the centre backs we've got can easily play this football. I think the midfielders we've got can play this football. I think left and right back, I think we'll be okay in those roles. I think there's academy players that definitely deserve a chance. They're not going to. Barnett, Moore, Hardy, none of them are going to get a chance. So, any guests coming on? Probably not. Probably not. To be honest with you, I don't think many people have got much to say after that game. So I think when the actual season starts, there'll be guests on every week because people are going to want to react to actual competitive football, whereas this is just, the fact we didn't even play the game in a stadium today, it was played on a training pitch, kind of tells you where we're at. So anyway, people, listen, thanks for being here as always. Smash a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll be back on Friday and I'll be back on Sunday morning. Starting Monday, the Tottenham Away band, we're back together, myself, Mari, Maz, JP, Iggy. We're going to be back on Monday nights on this channel, 8:30 p.m. The old school Tottenham Away. And we're going to be live every Monday, 8:30 p.m. If we don't go live this Monday, it'll be the following Monday. So come check us out. Guys, thank you everyone in the chat for being here. God bless you all. Have a great couple of days. I'll catch you on the weekend. Smash a like, subscribe, hit the notification button on your way out. Love to all of you. Up the Spurs, 1-0. We won the game, scored a goal, clean sheet. We move. Let's see where we go next. All right. Peace.